Good evening, everyone. This is Lady Libra's son coming before you with another message. And the title of this message is called We Do Recover. Um, when at the end of the road, we do recover. After all the trials and tribulations, after all the ups and downs, we do recover from heartbreak. We recover from financial restrictions, from negative patterns, from negative thought patterns and habits. We recover from rejection. We do heal. We do learn to be real honest with ourselves and what we want and deserve from life. We overcome tough cycles. We learn to live, love, and obtain joy in its pure form. After the battle of learning, evolving, and accepting, we learn to be authentic with ourselves. We do learn to put ourselves first. We learn to speak our truth. We learn to speak up and speak out effectively. We learn to be patient and wait on God. We learn to accept what life has taught us. It helps us evolve and grow. And apply these steps into your life as we go through life. We have to admit that we are powerless over people, places, and things. We have to come to believe that a power greater than ourselves can restore us to sanity. We make a decision to turn our will over to the care of God as we understand Him. We take a personal inventory. We promptly admit when we're wrong. And those are the steps to a lasting, joyful life. And there's more, but those are the 5 steps that came through as I was meditating. This video will not be long. I haven't did a video in a couple days, so I would like to thank all of those who subscribed to my channel this far. I thank you for your commitment and dedication. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. And those that haven't, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Leave me a comment if this message, if you can relate or resonate to the messages. So give me the messages for We Do Recover. Or what will we benefit from these messages? Two more cards, please. Okay. The first card that came out was tuning in. Tuning in. Tuning in is listening. Tuning in is going within your heart center, not so much in your head, but in your heart. That's what tuning in signifies for me. The next card that came up was abundance. And then it's done by the next card was moment to moment. Sometimes that's all we have. We have one day at a time, moment by moment, minute by minute, with great understanding. And if you look at these birds, they're relating to one another. So that's why these messages came forth as such. We can relate to one another. A lot of us have similar experiences. And if you heard each one teach one, sometimes you're the student and sometimes you're a teacher. And of course, you're going to have guidance. You don't know who God is going to use to help you or who He's going to use you to help. Mm, I was really thirsty. Okay, so we're only going to go with 7 energies. And this deck is by Colette Byrne Reed. What are the messages for the highest good? Mm. Okay, that's all we needed was 2 cards from that deck. Then you had card number 43, which is Spirit of Gratitude. Spirit of Gratitude is staying grateful for what you have right now, where you are right now. Being grateful and humble can get you far. Spirit of Gratitude. The concepts for the Spirit of Gratitude: the prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to a higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer let us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that its spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co creative partnership and have such to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When we focus, when you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of life and what we have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away, and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles. When you are grateful and asked to be a channel for divine purpose, divine abundance, love, and compassion, the power of Source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. Then we had card number 42. Okay. And it says smoke and mirrors. I'm going to show you. It's a lotus flower. Gratitude, spirit of gratitude. And smoke and mirrors was the next card. Smoke and mirrors concept, seen through the lens of past conditioning, the inability to recognize the truth of what is being offered, healing from misguided perceptions, moving beyond the illusion of separation, being accountable for your bias and the way you view the world. We're actually built to view the world inaccurately. Our five senses tell us we are separate from one another. We are conditioned to see time as linear. This creates a conscious of delineation, separation, and finality. We have an innate fear that what we see is all there is, although we know deep down there is more. We are auspicious of it. Our fear of death results from the kind of perception. The entire world is a construct of smoke and mirrors, and our job is to discover the truth that lies beyond this illusion. Discoveries at the frontiers of science align with what the ancients have known. At the at the atomic level, we are blinking lights in empty space. Consciousness is fundamental. Time can be bent, and we are eternal. Ask yourself if what you see is really just what you're looking for. What do you sense beyond your intellectual assessment of what is? Can you drop into your heart and soul and call for a vision, a feeling, an awareness of the true and authentic? Every day, remind yourself that you are intrinsically connected to all life. The universe needs you to learn about it. You have within you extraordinary magic with which to co create life beyond your wildest expectations. Today, trust the inner voice that reminds you that you truly will find what you seek and more, even if outer conditions appear to challenge that. It's all smoke and mirrors. Things are not exactly as they seem. All right, now we're going to go to Wisdom of the Oracle by Coletta Baron Reed. Four cards. The first card that came out was Thinker. So I'm just going to set that there. Okay. The meaning of the thinker is strategy being Analytical and logical. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logic path. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For in this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. Okay. Um, and if it's pertaining to a relationship, it says love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is the time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy, no matter what. In this case, the facts are the facts. Yeah, I like it. The next card was TikTok. TikTok. The essential meaning, timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. When humans create time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything creative, creativity, beauty, chose, and order were happening now? In a glorious timeless, you have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always. Show up when you need them right on time. The if it's dealing with relationship, and I'm talking about relationship with mom, dad, children, male, female, men and women together, it doesn't matter. It could be relationship with you and your dog, you and your cat. Love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticking according to the beating of your heart. All right, that was that. The next card was poised. Poise. The essential meaning of poise, being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best confidence. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. And your sense and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Yeah. All right. The last card on this deck was Unfinished Sympathy. The essential meaning of unfinished sympathy: unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what has passed so that sympathy can finally end on a right note. If it's a relationship that we're talking about, moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship. And in your heart, you can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, or have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved, and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we got we have affirmation deck. I'm going to use oof, 4 cards from this deck. All right. It says, I am not a has been. I am a will be. hmm It says, the next card was follow your inner moonlight, your inner knowing, your inner calling, your heart. What is it telling you? The next card is we do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better. Mhm. Affirmations help with the negative thinking, negative way of being or acting. So the next card was for hope is but the dream of those that wake. Mhm. That was that deck. So I have one last deck. 4 cards. Okay. The first card was I let go of the past, I trust in the future, and I accept the present moment. Yeah. The next card is it is safe for me to explore unknown worlds and try new things. I choose happy and loving thoughts. I feel good and express love for myself and others. I trust myself. I am wise. I am brave. And I'm going to say, you are enough. Thank you for listening to this message. Sending love and light. See you in the next video. Peace. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.